Why is this so hard? I cannot even understand anything. What sound is that? Why is everyone so noisy?
Can you guys shut up?
I cannot stand this family. But I think I shouldn't yell at them. Now I feel guilty. The test is so hard. I cannot do anything. I'm gonna mess up my grade, and now my family doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
Emotions. According to the skit earlier, it can be seen that emotions are a huge factor in determining our cognitive behavior, and subsequently our actions which have consequences. So in such a situation, if a person were to remain calm and think rationally, would the outcome be different in the same context? Albert Ellis introduced the ABC model, activating event, beliefs, and consequences, which is a cognitive theoretical model that emphasizes the dominance of cognitive processes in understanding emotional disturbance following an adverse event. He distinguished two parts of the same model to deal with rational and irrational cognition and the effects. Thus, such effects also highlight the difference between healthy and unhealthy adaptation to those adverse events. Now, let's see what this model is about and how it can be applied in the situation shown earlier as an example.
Activity event, also known as a diversity that causes the state or initial pump of emotion. Such events can be something trivial or substantial. In the skit earlier, the activities event was not all in one but four together. First, Louie's sibling make noise, then her mom who is cooking loudly, her dad with the TV volume, and the last one is not as evident, but Louie's stress levels for her exam the next day.
B stands for belief, which represents the belief system of a person, and thus one's cognitive aspect before the reaction. Generally, activating events that are out of a person's control triggers limiting beliefs or negative emotions. This is the most influential area when it comes to assessing the reaction to a situation. Hence, it is the starting point for a change. Again in the skit, Liu is exhibiting negative emotions such as anger and stress, which triggered her reaction. Some examples of negative emotions would be her feeling worried that she would not do well for exams. She might also be feeling stressed out because her family was not helping her either. This reaction will of course have a chain of consequences that will determine the final outcome. Also, the consequences from an emotional perspective are usually repetitive, which creates an alternate reality almost of what we think is true. Liu Yi was compelled to act in such a way because of her emotions as discussed earlier. But once she got into her room, she had a quick revelation that resulted in her feeling guilty. It snowballed into her not being able to focus while studying, and the final outcome was that she felt that she did badly, and it also strained her relationship with her family members as they did not want to talk to her.
The irrational and limiting beliefs can be disputed in order for mental change to happen. This way, one can divert such negative thoughts and turn them into something that is beneficial for them. If only Liu thought of a family member's situation instead of her own, she would have realized that she was studying right before dinner time. Her mom is cooking for dinner, hence that noise. Her dad just came back from work and is distressing by watching TV. Her siblings are hungry, so that's why they are cranky. Louis could have studied earlier or after dinner time to avoid these situations. Once Louis diverts her thought process, the effect can be seen. Thus, E stands for effect of the self-defeating belief system. Psychologists often use this to restructure one's cognitive behavior and form new mental patterns. Louis then can study in peace and fully focus on what she is realizing. She is a smart girl and she will score well. As for her family, they would have understood her perspective if she told them nicely and it wouldn't have strained their relationship.
So from this, we can conclude that a momentary relapse of negative emotions or negative beliefs could trigger an unwanted situation with unwanted consequences. The ABCDE model, however, helps individuals like us to restructure our whole belief system. This way, we will not only think and act rationally, but also birth new values that could improve us as a person, such as higher levels of patience and a good sense of control over emotions. So make sure to try this model and comment down below if it worked in a similar situation to you. Don't forget to also share this video with friends and family, because who knows, you might just save someone from anything at all. Thank you so much for listening again, and have a good day. Bye!